been the same. Things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I never bought on this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss?
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10. Here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. This is Butler making the catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Panthers.
This is Wentz. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 38, Wentz escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second down, McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to Butler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Into the red zone. Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. Wentz is going to keep it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Carson Wentz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
On 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Jason Pierre-Paul on the snap.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Continuing to fight for more. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Derek Brown brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They go back to the ground with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, 33 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Wentz now to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wentz. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Second and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
That's caught by Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Again, it's Wentz. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wentz is going to keep it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Buccaneers 17. Panthers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A gain of 32 that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. 23 yards the pickup there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket. Got to the sticks and picked up the first down.
On first down, Wentz. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. To throw is Wentz. Incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 2nd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. 3rd down here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Feels good.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Room to run again. Jones breaking from the contact. And he gets this one down to the 24. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. On first down, it's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you